Hello friends, good morning and happy Saturday. So I wanted to do a little weekend reading vlog this week because this week was just kind of very chaotic with work and everything. So I didn't really have the opportunity to do much vlogging, but I definitely wanted to still do some this weekend because that seemed like something fun to do. So right now I'm just getting ready to make myself some breakfast. I'm gonna have like some hash browns of bacon and everything. It's gonna be delicious, a nice Saturday morning breakfast. And then I will kind of fill you guys in on what I'm reading and everything, and we'll go from there. It's just gonna be a fun, great weekend. It's like beautiful outside. I'm probably gonna go swimming a little bit later. It's gonna be really nice. So just while my breakfast is cooking, I'm going to get started on some French practicing. So I've been working on kind of ramping that up. I've been trying to really get my life organized over the past little bit. Basically, since I've had COVID, everything has been all over the place, and I've been trying to kind of fix that a little bit and get back to the place that I was, where things were a little bit more organized. So that includes like really prioritizing my French studying. This is just a book that I got for myself. It's not from my class or anything, but I like to do some like exercises. I love doing stuff on my phone and learning that way and using like different apps for that. But I also like to have like a book and just do some stuff that way. Basically, I'm just trying to do a lot of different learning. So right now I'm working on some verb tenses because verbs are very different. So I'm going to do a little bit of that work. I've been trying to do like an hour or so, maybe half an hour. It depends on like how difficult it is for me, how new it is to me, because some of this stuff is stuff that I already am pretty familiar with. So it just kind of depends on what it is that I need to do, but I'll go from there. So yeah, I'm going to do just a little bit of French work now. So as promised, I wanted to let you guys in on what I'm reading, or not let you guys in like it's a secret, but let you know. So I'm currently reading Sweet and Bitter Magic by Adrienne Tooley, and I'm probably like a third of the way through this one, and I am actually really liking it. It's been a bit since I've read a fantasy book, but this one is really enjoyable. I don't know. I've kind of been like definitely reading a lot of contemporary as the weather gets nicer. I'm kind of looking for like quicker reads as I don't really have that much time with things really picking up with work. I just like something that's going to be quick, but this one is a pretty quick fantasy and I'm enjoying it quite a bit. So it's like witches and there's this plague that essentially is plaguing their land, and it makes people like forget other like the people that they know. So it basically affects them mentally before it does physically, and it's actually dark magic that's causing this. So the two of them, main characters, they end up teaming up and trying to find who did this, but like it's not really a willing partnership. So it's kind of, it's not enemies to lovers, but it's hate to love because it is a sapphic romance between the two characters. I haven't quite gotten to the romance part yet, but you have a character who is a witch and she's very like aware of her witchy abilities. She has been dabbling in that quite a bit, and she had some instances when she was a child with her sister that led to her, she doesn't have the ability to love. She can't feel love. So she's obviously very like placid because of that. And then the other character, her father is really ill, and she actually is kind of like, she's a source of magic is what they call it, but her father was so afraid of magic that she never learned how to use her magic or anything. She never learned more about it. So she's very naive. Like she's always known she had magic, so it's not new to her, but kind of learning more about magic and how she can use hers is new to her. So that's kind of like an interesting twist on things. But essentially to like, she's trying to stop this and save her father. So she teams up with this witch that everyone is afraid of because she's ruthless, because she like can't feel love. She doesn't really have feelings, so she doesn't really care. So yeah, it's really interesting so far. The dynamic between the two of them is interesting, and I am really liking it. So solid read, but I haven't picked up an audiobook yet, so I'll probably do that shortly. One of my projects for this weekend, because I started my new position with work instead of like my internship I got hired on, and I started my new position this week. So it's been a lot of like learning things this week and trying to obviously do the new work, and it's been pretty exhausting, I'm not gonna lie. So usually after work I would do some YouTube stuff, so then the weekends I can kind of be a little bit more chill. But since I've been taking on that new position, I haven't really been able to do that yet. So the plan is to try and sort things out this weekend. I did a video not too long ago, last week actually, where I was kind of asking for like feedback on my channel and stuff, because I feel like I'm in kind of a transitional period with things, and I want to like acknowledge that and hear your feedback about that. So one of my projects for this weekend is to do some video brainstorming. I feel like I haven't sat down and done that in a while, and I'm kind of needing one of those days where I'm getting a little bit more inspiration back. So I've started doing that this morning actually, after I was finished with my French work. And yeah, it's been pretty good. Like, I'm just looking at things and seeing what I want to do. Like, ultimately, as much as I'm asking for opinions, obviously I'm gonna do what like I enjoy, but it's kind of just figuring that out, because I've said this a lot, but I feel like I've been so out of touch with myself and what I enjoy and all of that. And it's just been a really exhausting and hard couple of years. So it's been hard to like figure out what I even want to do, which is why I've been asking for feedback, because I feel like that's helpful to me. So yeah, as I'm feeling better and like things are kind of sorting themselves out, that is why I've been asking for things. And today I'm kind of sitting down and doing a little bit of video planning. I'm going to do some filming today as well, but I'm definitely feeling like better about things and where I'm at, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I am gonna head upstairs now actually and do a little bit more of that video planning, because I think that that is something that has been helping me a lot, like video planning, video brainstorming. And I'm gonna see what I'm actually going to film, because I'm actually going on a trip for the first time in so long. I'm going to be going back to California. I haven't been in like 2 or 3 years now, and I used to go every year to visit my sister out there, but I'm going to California at the beginning of July, which is really, really exciting. So I'm super pumped about that. But I definitely want to try and get ahead on as many things as possible. Like, I'm trying to get ahead on work and then also on YouTube. So that's the plan. I'm trying to be prepared, and things have just been so busy, like with the new job and with, I mean, it's summer, it's nice out. Well, it's not technically summer yet, but it's nicer out. So there's been a lot more events. I feel like winter is so different here than it is where I'm from, like in Windsor, because in winter, it's really like we're all hibernating for months. There's not really any events or anything for months. And now it's just, there's a million things. So just trying to get ahead and make sure that like I am prepared, so then if things do come up, I can say yes and I can go and enjoy myself, and it's not going to be a big deal. But yeah, that's my little update for now. But I'm going to go upstairs, do a little bit more brainstorming. I have a lot that I want to do today, so I kind of need to figure that out, and we'll go from there. So one interesting thing about working for a publisher, so what I'm doing essentially is project coordination. So I'm assigning different jobs to people, but I'm also doing some social media stuff. So I get a ton of books because I need to take photos of them. So I literally have so many books here. Like, it is ridiculous. Oh my goodness. But yeah, that's an interesting thing about working for a publisher. So I'll actually show you a bit more of this box. Let me just sit down for a second. So this box is huge. It is huge. Actually, this came in 3 separate boxes. It's all over the place in terms of like genre and stuff. So I think if you guys would like to see every single book, you can let me know. Like, I would just say the title. I wouldn't actually go into it, but I'll show you guys the ones that I'm actually interested in and will probably maybe end up reading myself. But we really have like a little bit of everything here. We've got some thrillers and stuff, which I'm not necessarily into. I don't really read that stuff. We have some nonfiction. Honestly, like everything. There is so much here. So many books. So I'm going to be getting another bookshelf, and I'm not sure where I'm going to put it yet, but it's going to be strictly for my workbooks, because I have some upstairs too that work sent me. Like, we have new Margaret Atwood. We have a movie adaptation book. I guess I am showing you all of these, but I'm just not saying the cover. We've got memoirs. or the title, I mean. What a struggle. We have some Ruth Ozeki. We have Sally Rooney. I've never read Sally Rooney, but if you guys would like me to do a reading vlog reading these, because I know that they've both been adapted. Well, no, this one hasn't been adapted. This is a more recent one by this author, but Conversations with Friends has been adapted, and also Normal People. So if you'd be interested in that, let me know. At this point, I'm just gonna show you everything I have here. There is so much for me to take photos of. I have 2 copies of this. Like, this one actually sounds pretty interesting, so maybe I'll read this one. This one I also know is quite popular, but I'm just not the biggest fan of like thrillers or mysteries. So I am planning on doing a vlog soon though, where I read kind of out of my comfort zone. So that could be a book that I read for that. And then the last 3 that I have so far here, we've got a couple of like memoir nonfiction books. So yeah, there's a lot. So this is actually only part of the books that I'm going to be sent for work as well. I know that she said that she sent me like 60 books. So this is only like 20 of them or something. So there's gonna be a lot of mail coming. But these are the ones that I would say that I'm most interested in here. So Where the Crawdads Sing is being adapted into a movie, and that will be coming out soon. I believe in July, if I'm not mistaken. I know it kind of got pushed around, but my mom read this and has been asking me if I read it, and I haven't. But so many of you guys said in that survey that I did about like your favorite books that this was your favorite book, and I wasn't expecting that. Like, I knew it was pretty popular, but I didn't realize how popular. So I think that this is one that I'm actually going to read. I believe it's a historical fiction, and it's about like a girl who grew up kind of away from society and then ends up, there's something with a murder or something. I don't know, but I'm probably going to read this one because it has definitely caught my interest. And also, Every Summer After by Carly Fortune just came out recently, and this is actually set in cottage country around Toronto. So really excited for a like contemporary romance that is set in Canada. That seems really awesome. And honestly, contemporary romances and kind of books like this have been all I've really been wanting to read lately. I mean, I'm reading a YA fantasy right now, but you get the point. So I definitely am wanting to dive into this one very soon. It's set over the course of 6 summers, and it's just these characters like falling in love. Like, it says 6 summers to fall in love, 1 moment to fall apart, and a weekend to get it right. I've been seeing this pretty much everywhere, and it's just definitely caught my attention. Like, really interested in reading that one. Then we have Thank You Next by Andy J. Christopher. This one is about Alex Turner, who is never the one, but always the last one an ex dates before finding love. And now she's determined to find out why. So she's actually a divorce attorney, which is really interesting. And this also, like, the love interest is a chef. I have another romance book by this author. I haven't read it yet, but I do have one. What is it called? Not the Girl You... Wait, that sounds kind of familiar. Is it Not the Girl You Marry? I don't really remember, but I'm saying that sounds familiar because like it seems kind of similar to the concept for this one. I don't know, but either way, all the adult contemporary romance, I'm all over it. So we also have Serena Singh Flips the Script by Sonia Lawley. I read the Holly Jolly Diwali by Sonia Lawley this Christmas, and I really enjoyed it. So definitely am wanting to read some more by this author. And this one is about Serena Singh, who is tired of everyone telling her what she should want, and she is ready to prove to her mother, her sister, and the aunties in her community that a woman does not need domestic bliss to live a happy life. That sounds great. So yeah, that's like honestly so many books from work. If you guys would be interested in continuing to see those, definitely let me know. But I did want to show you because there's absolutely so many, and wow, it's a lot. But now I'm going to go and actually get filming and stop procrastinating. Girl, it's been too long, clock done fell off the wall. Happy Sunday, everyone. So yesterday I did a little bit of vlogging for you guys, but mostly I spent the day just kind of doing admin stuff for YouTube and everything, just kind of organizing my life. So the majority of the day was spent just sitting outside, and I went in the pool a couple of times. It was a really nice day though. Like, it was nice to just sit down and figure everything out. I really needed that. One thing that I realized yesterday was that I really need to get back to time blocking out my days. So that's definitely something that I have done today. Yesterday I was supposed to do some filming, but that didn't happen. I saved that for today since today was supposed to be a little bit more cloudy. So it just kind of made sense in my opinion. I don't know. But I have had a pretty busy morning so far. It's almost, well, it's 11, but on Sunday mornings, I take Charlie to socialization class where he just basically goes and like socializes with other dogs. So that was this morning. Now, this is what he has been spending his entire life doing. He has just been sitting on the deck. Like, I'll sit there all the time, but he just loves sitting out there, and I'll try to get him to come inside. I mean, now he sees me, so now he wants to, but for the most part, he never wants to come inside. He just wants to stay out there. Don't you, buddy? Hi! Hi, buddy. Yeah, hi. But yeah, this is where I have been basically living. So I sat there all day yesterday, then went in the pool. It was a lot of fun. The porch is like a work in progress, by the way. I did put those flower boxes out there though. I'm trying to keep them alive. That plant is growing. We like fingers crossed, because I feel like I kill all plants. Like my sunflower's not doing very well, and I don't know why. Part of it is doing well, but then there's a few flowers that are dying. I really don't know why. I've been watering everything like twice a day, unless it rains, obviously, so that I'm not over watering it. I don't really know, but that's not the point. So right after I took Charlie to social, I went into groceries. So I thought I would kind of show you guys what that looks like for me. And now I'm gonna actually meal prep. So I like to, the second that I get things, I will like prep them. But it's not like I'm going to be making meals. The way that I meal prep, rather than making meals and then reheating things in the microwave, because then you're just eating microwave food all like week, and that's not fun. I will plan out the recipes, because I'm always trying 4 to 5 new recipes every single week. And the way that that is successful for me is that I will like see what the recipe needs. So if this needs to be chopped, this needs to be sliced, whatever, I'll do it ahead of time. And some things, obviously, you can't really do that ahead of time, but as much as I can, I'll do that. And then hopefully, usually I'm able to, but sometimes obviously I'm not. But I try to have time in the middle of the week to do like the latter half of the week. Something like cauliflower or broccoli, I find doesn't always last the longest when I'm preparing it. So if it's something that I'm making on Friday and today's Sunday, I'm not gonna prepare it. I'll do that a little bit later in the week, but that's like a perfect week, if that makes sense. Anyways, this is kind of what a typical groceries looks like for me. So as you can see, it's mostly, I have my iced coffee here, by the way, in this adorable mug that my boyfriend got me for, I think it was Valentine's Day one year or my birthday. I can't remember, but mostly it's like fruits and veggies, especially this time of year. I've been living off of all of that. So this is all the fridge stuff. And then over here, I have a few things for the pantry, but the pantry is like pretty well stocked. So it's not something that I'm really usually getting a lot of stuff for, but I do have a few things. So we've got like tortillas because I'm making fish tacos for Taco Tuesday. I have some peanuts because tonight I'm making pad carrot. And then later in the week, I'm gonna try and make the sushi bowls, not with salmon because I don't like salmon, but I have some leftover crab, so I'm going to use that. But I was really excited that I found some sushi, like seaweed sheets, so that's good. I needed some oregano, black pepper. We've got some noodles for stuff later in the week. And then these are for my boyfriend. He takes them to work all the time. And then, yeah, we've got, like, I'm making pork chops later in the week. So the stuff here is to go in the freezer. These are for the fish taco. So actually, I'll probably keep this out so then the fish thaws in time. I try and take things out, like, a couple of days before so then I can thaw it in the fridge safely. Needed eggs this week. I'm always having turkey bacon, and then chicken thighs are for dinner tonight. Needed some milk as well, so got some milk. These are for the, whatchamacallit, tacos. And then I love nectarines, so I got some nectarines. I'm really happy that they're starting to come into season. I've just been like loving eating cucumber and tomato in a salad, so got a cucumber, tomato. I'm planning on going to Costco soon, so I didn't get too much of anything because obviously Costco has like bigger sizes. Got some jalapenos because I discovered recently that they're not spicy without the seeds, and I do like them, so that's exciting. Bean sprouts for the pad carrot. I got some kale for I don't even remember what, and then pineapple is for the pork chops that I'm going to be making. They're like teriyaki pork chops. Then broccoli, I really love roasted broccoli. And then of course we have like fruits. I love berries. I'm such a big fan. So pretty much every week I'll get strawberries, raspberries, and blueberries. Sorry, I forgot what they were called. These raspberries looked really good this week, so I got a couple of them. And honestly, when they look that good, I will literally sit there and like I will eat this entire thing of raspberries. They are so delicious. So essentially every week when I get things like this, I am going to set up the sink and everything. The kitchen needs to be cleaned. Please ignore. That's also going to happen while I'm doing this. But I'm gonna like put on TV. I'm probably gonna put on Drag Race. I've already watched the new episode of All Star 7, but I'm probably gonna rewatch it because I was only half paying attention. So I'll put that on, and then I'm gonna like clean all of the vegetables and fruit so then I can put them into containers and put them in the fridge. So I'm also going to, by the way, we got a new fridge recently and I'm obsessed. I really love it, but I'm also going to like go through the fridge. It's not too bad right now. It's just like disorganized, but I do already have, these are the containers that I'll put the berries in, so they're running low, so I'm gonna like switch that out and yeah, just kind of get everything organized so then I can tackle the week and it makes things less overwhelming. I find that that's just the easiest way for me to like, I love trying new recipes and this makes it easy and it makes sure that we haven't been eating out a lot recently, and obviously eating out was very expensive. I mean, groceries are very expensive now too, but I've really been trying to do less eating out for my wallet's sake mostly, and I find that when I take this day and when I take this time, it's probably gonna take me an hour to 2 hours, kind of depending. But when I do this, it allows me, like, it makes it so during the week I'm on top of things. It really makes me feel organized and like I have my shit together basically. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do for the next little bit. And then I'm probably going to go take a shower so then I can do some filming later because I did put that off until today. Do I have food on my face? Is that food or is that just a part of, oh, I think it's a pimple that's coming up. Sorry. I just had some leftover zucchini pasta, so I wasn't sure. But yeah, I'm gonna get to doing that, stop procrastinating, and it's gonna be great. Happy Sunday. So I have finished with my meal prepping. So as you can see, we have a ton of containers and everything because everything's all chopped up. I already did this, but I've been making like pickled onions every single week. So that is also like part of my meal prep usually. But that is that. So that's all done. Now I need to tackle this. Oh my God, it looks so bad. But the house has gotten a little bit untidy. It just, like I said, it's been so busy this week. I had a shower, by the way. That's why I look like this. So while I'm waiting for my hair to dry before I'm filming, I'm going to tackle cleaning the house. It's just been so overwhelming trying to like keep up with filming and YouTube stuff, but then also obviously my job, like that takes precedence. So on the weekdays, by the time I'm done work, I'm just so exhausted that I have to pick one or the other. Like I can't do all of it, which is really unfortunate. So this weekend, and I try and do this kind of every weekend, on Sunday, and I mean Saturday a little bit too, but especially on Sunday, I try to clean the house. I make sure before I go to bed, I have the house clean, and especially the kitchen, because the kitchen will get pretty messy, but I try and make sure that everything is clean and as clean as it possibly can be, because then I'm going into the week with like everything is fresh and clean and everything, and it just feels a lot better. So that's what I'm gonna do before I get filming now. I'm also working on laundry. I've been putting it off like all week, but I'm finally doing that. So we're getting our life together this weekend.
Now we're writing songs. Where the hell did the time go? Take on my passions with pain, but would you do the same? I'm going so insane, thinking about where you and I go. 3 years seems like forever when you sit and think about it. I put my heart out on my sleeve, but I can't live without it. Baby, we can't keep melting like gelato. Too much time by the pool, back at your condo. Sunshine's made for chillin', that's the motto.
Hi, so it's actually Monday morning, but I wanted to close out this reading vlog for you guys. So I didn't finish with my read, but I did have a really productive day, like a productive weekend overall. Actually, yesterday I was able to clean the house, get everything like all organized for the next week. So I still feel pretty good about things, but I hope you guys enjoyed this weekend reading vlog, and I will see you in another one soon. Bye.